Hello, today we'll be doing a quick guide on how to do the new Genshin Impact endgame mode, Imaginarium Theater. Imaginarium Theater is not an artifact intensive game mode, it's a character game mode. On the left you'll see your supporting cast, on the right you have your ability to start playing. Now then, what do I mean by character intensive game mode? Imaginarium Theater has seasons. In the current season you can only use Pyro, Electro, and Anemo characters. This makes the game mode less artifact intensive and more character intensive, as you need to own a specific amount of characters to be able to comfortably start the mode. Here we are on the supporting lineup, and for the supporting lineup, whatever you select can be used by people on your friends list. As you can see, I picked Vinci and I picked Raiden and stuff like that. Now then, though not particularly hard, this game mode does have a difficulty selector going from easy to hard, easy being the shortest of the modes and giving the least amount of rewards, and hardest being the more difficult, longer of the modes but giving the maximum possible rewards. Do note that this game mode does reset every 30 days in between the Abyss cycle. Now then, after selecting your difficulty, you'll be brought to the last two screens. The first one being the opening character screen. These will be the first characters that you play the first two rounds of the game mode on. And those characters are Arlecchino, Wanderer, Clorendon, etc. If you have the characters, you would have my characters, which will allow you to use your builds. And then there are also trial characters that you can use. Now then, going to the next screen, there is the special guest. These are limited characters that are not of the element restrictions that you can use only if you own them. And then after that is your available characters limited by the elements that you have. This is why this game mode is a character check, as the less amount of characters you have, the harder it is to actually do the mode itself. Now then, the last feature we need to talk about is the inviting supporting cast feature, which allows you to use your friends' characters and your friends to use your characters. There's a couple things the game does not explain though. One being, if you swap from one friend's account to the next, you will be unable to use that friend's account for the rest of the Ethereum run of this season until it resets. Lastly, there are only 15 usages of a character for an entire account. So once you give it to 15 friends, you can't let them use that C6 R5 Arlie. Now then, I'm going to leave y'all with some gameplay but also some tips on the mode. This mode, after the first two rounds, is mostly entirely random whether or not you will get another character immediately. So you need to think of teams as team cores instead of comps, with good duo picks instead of a good four set of a team. For example, when we complete this mode right here, we get Bennett, but you may complete it and you may not get a character, or you may get a boon, which are these buffs that are similar to Abyss cards. Now then, though not shown in this video, every single time you complete a round of theater, you will be brought back to the hub where you can either select boons or the ability to purchase a character. The character you get for the most part is random, with there also being a buff that allows you to select a character that you want. With this, I always recommend you pick a character and do not pick boons. Picking characters allows you to keep going within the mode as a whole, and the buffs aren't actually particularly that strong. Now then, my last piece of advice for you is that you try to go for an ideal team comp before you even enter the mode so that you can clear the last two rounds comfortably. Here I went for a Cloran Aggravate team, with me having Beto for the second to last round and Fischl for the last round against Copulus. Now you guys go complete this mode, get your Primo Gems for the 5.0 characters.